year down the line, the national coordinator of the National Disaster Management Organization, that is NADMO, Brigadier General Francis Vipsanziri, says that some stakeholders lack moral courage to ensure the right things are done. With most of the recommendations yet to be implemented, Brigadier Vipsanziri says that the country has not learnt any practical lessons from that tragedy.
A year on, June 3 fire and flood disaster memory is still fresh on many minds. The death toll was more than 150. Several factors, including building on waterways, choked gutters, and poor sanitation conditions, have been blamed for the disaster. The June 3 Twin Disaster Committee recommended some interventions to prevent future occurrence. Among several recommendations, the committee proposed the dredging of the Odo River, demolition of structures on waterways, and a ban on plastics for carrier bags and water dispensers. They also recommended a compulsory provision of refuse baskets in all commercial vehicles. But aside the 30% dredging of the Odo River, most of the directives are yet to be carried out. Drivers at the Circle Lorry Station were hearing the news of rubbish baskets in their vehicles for the first time.
Education be my education ban say in sunira monhwe mo ye won ba no mabebusa ye yenwura de gugo tanu yesunura ye yenwu ya krobi di nwura koto go tanu ma ya bro no
o pese o kipu car no inside no neat no na ene akasa pe rubber basket bi na de asisi azu di sisi mo a passenger siri bi o obi won de odidi wi a obehu nya se basket sisi mi de odebetum obi zo o sebi o se basket sisi o kron fantum
passengers ne track ma cars no ko bi betem wase ni kotodwe enko ho ati ba bia di dash bi besi dia me yin say e benya ba bi dia si.
Passengers are equally unaware. The recommendation on the ban of plastics has also been rejected by some stakeholders for the fear of denying people their source of livelihood.
I cannot speak for them, but I can only speculate that maybe they don't have the moral courage in some of these situations to deal with those situations. Because some staff of these agencies, implementing agencies or regulators, are the offenders.
The National Disaster Management Organization says it appears lessons have not been learned from the tragedy.
Physically, I don't think we have learned much. Because if you take the causes of what led to June 3, of course, engineering-wise, our drains are not large enough.
Heaps of rubbish are still a common sight at some lorry stations like Kwame Nkrumah Circle in Accra. Structures constructed on waterways in some affected communities remain in place.
Those were small structures, the demolition. So now I'm not scared. Even the college like go to door, they are doing it inside. So now I'm not sure that we are scared here.
A year on, it appears lessons have not been learned from the tragedy as the old habits still live on.
And we go straight to the phone lines to speak to the NADMO coordinator, the National NADMO coordinator, Brigadier General Francis Vipsanziri. Good afternoon, sir. Thank you very much for your time.
Yeah, afternoon.
To start with, you have clearly stated and been quoted as saying that some of the state institutions that are supposed to, give and take action so we don't have a recurrence of June 3 do not seem to have the willpower to do so. Why do you think that is the case?
Yeah. Oh, what I'm saying is, if a structure is placed in a located in a position which is not supposed to be there, and it is a state institution that gave it a permit to do that, and it has come to their knowledge that it is a wrong thing to do, why can't they get it out? So that is what is I'm finding it difficult.
But that's
because take the Malam Junction filling station. It's standing right on a river, so the river cannot flow to join the other side of it, the other side of the road. Why can't we get this particular station cleared off and the gutter or a drain connected to the other side? It is definitely a state institution that offered gave the permit for it to be constructed, and they are finding it difficult to say, let us remove it. And this is what I'm talking about.
Yes, but Brigadier General, that is a question, $1 million question that you should be able to give us an answer to, because you are NADMO and you are appointed by the president. And so if this is a critical issue that could hurt people and cause the death of people, do you not think that you can make recommendations to the president so then a higher authority can give the go-ahead that these institutions get to work, or the structures that need to be cleared, for instance, are cleared? Because we cannot say that they are not willing to do so.
No, why should the president be coming to give such an instruction? It has been proven to you, that institution, that where that thing is not right. The station is no more even functioning. Why can't it be moved away? You don't need a president to come and tell you that this thing is wrong before you do it. Then if we want to wait for a president, then there will nothing will work. That's what I'm saying. It's the willpower of the institutions. The institutions have been empowered by the president and the constitution and government to do what they are supposed to do.
But clearly you're saying they don't seem to want to. So what is the way forward then?
That is a $1 million question, like you said. Because there are so many things that are happening, and it is a neglect of some of our institutions. And we are finding it difficult to address. We don't know why that attitude. Because you know what you're doing, the repercussions will not be good.
Is NADMO powerless?
But we are doing it.
Would you say that NADMO is powerless in this regard? You cannot do much or say much?
NADMO is more in an advisory role. We can just tell the appropriate agency that, no, this will create this situation. But we cannot compel them to do. We would tell them that this is what will come out if you do this. And tell other appropriate agencies that can compel them. And most of these things, the assemblies don't have, though they have the bylaws. The assemblies have the bylaws. And in some cases, the construction of some items need the permit and approval of EPA. But the assemblies are the major players in location. They have the city plan. They know where the drains are. And they know that these areas should not have built-up areas. It should be a low line to allow the flow. So if somebody is obstructing it, it is their responsibility. They have task forces that should clear these things.
All right. Thank you very much for this input and clarity you've given to us. Brigadier General Francis Vipsanziri is the National NADMO Coordinator.